Hello, we are back to finish what we started. We've been attempting to do live stream programs on YouTube, and every week, we've done 3 now, 2 were tests, and every week it gets worse and worse, so apparently we can't do them anymore. So we just came in here to finish the last few minutes of what we got cut off from on our live stream, just so you know, because it's important information, and unfortunately we're not going to be able to do the live streams, so we're just going to keep doing pre-recorded shows like we always have, unless we come up with a different way of doing this. So let's just go over the few things that we wanted to talk about before YouTube cut us off, because they did cut off our connection this time.
So as a general rule, it's wise to go into any new information by assuming that it's disinfo unless the facts stand up under examination, basically. So it's important to go in with that in mind, and you'll find that most often they will not hold up under examination. So
I think that the reason YouTube cut us off, and I think it's because of what we just said here, because we basically called out most of what's on their website, most of their channels. And that's when they cut us off. And I wasn't sure. We kept going because we were almost done. And we thought, well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let's just see what happens. And it didn't record it. So the part that was cut off was the red flags. Let's talk about the red flags for controlled opposition so you know what to look for.
First red flag. High subscriber counts and high view counts for the videos, especially right off the bat. Channels that you've never heard of, they just appear one day and they've got tens of thousands of subscribers, and each video has like 100,000 views, and it's been up for a day.
Yeah, these you really got to look out for. Like a normal YouTube channel that's like what we're doing, there's a lot of people like us out there that even have a few thousand subscribers. That's pretty normal. We have a few hundred views on a video. I think we're lucky to get like 300 views on a video, honestly. But that's pretty normal, and that's pretty much like what most YouTube channels are like. But if there's a channel that seems a little like ours, somebody talking in a cabin, for example, where they have tens of thousands of subscribers, like 80,000 subscribers, thousands of views on each video right out of the box, and even channels that haven't been around that long, it's a little dubious. Be careful about that, because a lot of this stuff is manipulated, and this is why YouTube cut us off. I'm pretty sure of it, because the second I started saying this stuff, that's when the connection became unstable, and they did cut us off. So let's just continue with the red flags so you know what to look for.
Yes, UCAM will not be cutting us off. I know that much.
I love the UCAM. It's so dependable. Definitely look out for people who are telling you to petition the government, write letters to representatives, protest, reform the government, people who reference the Constitution. These are not solutions for anything.
Traps.
These are
traps.
And it's all just the same problem. It's just, let's just keep the problem going.
Keeps you on that hamster wheel of begging your oppressors to stop oppressing you. Well, that's not going to work. It can't be reformed. All talk of government reform, no way. You just run the other direction.
And people using excessive buzzwords and basically talking for 2 hours and you got nothing from it. Watch out for that too, because a lot of people will say stuff that catches your attention. And actually, people think they're saying the same things we're saying because maybe they have the video going in the background and they're just catching those keywords and they hear something and they think it's the same thing. But you've got to pay a lot of attention. If you're listening to something for a couple hours and didn't take anything away from it, you might be listening to a disinformant.
If you can only take one thing away from this, have it be this. Ascension and multitasking do not mix. They don't. Trust me, you can't just absorb stuff like Homer absorbing the what was that tape, the speech tape.
Oh, he listened to subliminal vocabulary builder.
Vocabulary builder, right?
They meant to give him a weight loss tape, and they gave him the vocabulary builder, so he became extremely literate but fatter than ever. So that was a great Simpsons episode.
It does not work like that in real life.
It doesn't work that way at all.
Beware of hysterical hosts. Beware of obnoxious hosts. We try our best not to be either of those. Hopefully we're succeeding.
I don't know. The last 3 episodes were pretty hysterical and discombobulated. That's because we were trying to use the AI to do something new, and it's clearly just a no-go. So whatever, we tried. But I try not to be hysterical. Even if you sometimes feel hysterical, it's good to collect yourself and stick with the facts. So we try to do that.
Here's a big red flag. All of these legal gurus telling people how to get around taxes or access a private trust, like
legal tricks.
This big vault of money, this vault of gold coins is just waiting for you to tap into. That doesn't exist.
There are no tricks.
You'll notice that a lot of these people are living in foreign countries because they are in trouble with the law, or with the legal system anyway, and the law. But if that's not a big enough red flag, I don't know what is.
Yeah, definitely steer away from any tricks. I mean, you got to protect yourself. So that's a huge part of the controlled opposition is people trying to give you tricks around stuff. We do everything legally and we stay safe, and you should too. Don't let them divert you into getting yourself in trouble and making the matters worse. Definitely the huge red flag that Gabe already touched on is ascension, reaching higher levels of consciousness. If they're telling you that you can do this, without ditching your smartphone, without using Organite, this is a huge red flag. If they say that helpful aliens will do it for you, this isn't how it's going to work. You have to have complete submission to God, and if you don't, you will not ascend. Period. The ascended beings of other worlds know this. They adhere to God's law. In this world, we were given the Bible, which was a way that humans could understand God's law, because we are very simple compared with some of the beings in the universe. Ascension is not possible without complete submission to the natural way of things and without ditching Satan's energy weapon.
And just saying praise Jesus ad nauseum, that won't do it either, because that's just words. And the Creator wants action, performance, duties. These are the things that matter. Talk is cheap.
You can also look at our Forbidden Words episodes from past years to know other things. These are big, big red flags to controlled opposition. The Forbidden Words really covers it.
Last red flag. If people are bombarding you with problem after problem after problem, but no solutions, that is definitely something to avoid. And this has been a huge problem with the 5G rollout. A lot of people complaining. Just till they're blue in the face about this thing, but not offering the solution.
Right. And if they say that 5G is bad for you and you need to write your representative and complain and get this thing taken care of, that is not the solution, because you're using a 5G phone. If they don't tell you don't use it for your own health and to boycott it, then they're not giving you the true solution. And I know people say, oh, but it's everywhere, it's all around us. These are short-range transmitters. They're not telling you that either. If you don't use it, you're not really very much affected by it. If it's on your building, yeah, that's a problem. But if you have 5G even in the neighborhood and you don't use it, that is the solution to 5G. So yeah, don't get sucked into a problem with no solution. Those were the red flags. That was the end of our broadcast that YouTube cut off. And I want to thank you for listening. And we're going to just put this as part 2. So you can listen to that and then go to part 2. It didn't work very well. They didn't like us doing this. So we're just going to go back to doing our regular broadcasts like this. We're just going to go back to pre-recorded stuff. I liked the chat room. I thought it was cool. It was nice to be able to answer questions. But, we had our fun in the sun with that one, and that's over now. So back to business. We'll just be doing a once a week kind of a broadcast. Now that I don't have to schedule it. So once a week, maybe every 2 weeks. Whenever we have something important to say, we'll be back. And please visit our website, thekembo.com. We have a coupon code for free shipping through Valentine's Day. It's Valentine22. So get your Valentine a gift at our site. And all hearts are going to be marked down, so you can get your little heart pendants for people and pets on sale. I got to make a few more for pets. Just sold out on those.
Yes, Valentine22, and that will give you free shipping on any orders of $40 and up. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're sorry for the error, but that's just the way it goes. YouTube doesn't want this information getting out, but we have a promise to you that we will continue to put it out anyway, as long as we can. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you again next time.